I'm gonna do something that I never thought I'd do and say, yes, I know what I look like. I look like that porn star. I could easily pass off, which I've done. I'm sorry, forgive me for all of that. I'm really able to pass off perfectly for it. I'm that good. The only problem is I have no boobs. So I stop it. Now, I'm gonna do something that I never had boobs. You can check through, if you found old photos of me, I never had boobs then, I'll never have boobs now. I'll have an ass, never boobs. But I can stuff it. I just have to go and get the scarves and the towels and do what I would do in the YouTube videos that I had to move and send away because it was too shameless from what I was told. Oh well, I'll make more shameless videos. Anyways, point is that that's not what my point is. In the workplaces that I was working in sales, they actually told me to actually do that and say I was the porn star and actually make myself what I wanted. So I really did do a lot of stupid ass things because the point was to sell the generic stuff that they were trying to sell. And I'm sorry I did that. And I'm sorry to all the guys who think a lot of bad things about me because I did that. I'm gonna add something else. This is I'm really tired of you. Really tired of you. I know you want to believe that I was the one who did those things, who wrote those things. Forget what you think about the whole what and what. I know you want to believe that I was the one who wrote those things to you. I'm sorry. I didn't write those things to you. I liked you too much to do that to you. I couldn't do it. Okay? I said I did that and I wrote those things because of one reason. I said I wrote a lot of chat speak role play stuff because I wanted to protect whoever I liked or whoever I felt like I had to protect. Believe me, you can tell from what and what. Obviously I didn't know who and who, and obviously I knew who and who, and I knew what would happen to certain people. But let me add that how it only started when a certain person left. So the postings only started when he left, which means that how you should know, you should believe me more than anything in this world. You should know the real reason and how it all happened. But you are the dumbest person alive. Because how could you think if I liked you that I would do that to you? Because you have to be the stupidest person alive. And I think you are the stupidest person alive to not know that how I actually liked you. Why would I do that to you? And all the bad things you keep projecting onto me is because you like her. You should stop playing around and say that you like her. Him too. They should say they like who they like because their actual profiles and everything they do matches to those girls. It doesn't match to me. The person who matches to me, I don't know who that is. We'll probably never find out who that is. So I'm gonna go with what I was saying before. I know what I look like. I know what I did in the sales places because I tried to pass off to like the actual porn star. I know what I actually did, so I'm sorry about all of that. I'm sorry to the people out there. I'm sorry to what I don't know who I'm apologizing to, and I'm sorry that you think a lot of things because I've been here for how many years and I've had enough trouble trying to leave this country and go even to vacate anywhere, to vacation anywhere. I can't go anywhere because, well, I'm a loner who's a Muslim. And I am Muslim. I'm sorry whoever thinks they're what and what I'm trying to confuse everything. I am a Muslim and I did have a lot of trouble to leave America many years ago because they suspected God knows what they were suggesting I was and what I had done and all that kind of thing. And as a result, they treated me kind of terrible. And then here too, same kind of thing. I mean, you're born in the country and they treat you like you're illegal. They treat you like you're what and what and all that kind of thing. Versus who and who, all that kind of stuff. Let me see what I'm trying to say. I actually know what it's like to see. I actually carry the Muslim name. That's the problem. The last name is actually Muslim. So I actually have the whole, when I go into government buildings where people are, they don't have any trouble that you're born here, you know. They have the trouble that you want to go somewhere. That's the thing. And that's why I've been here for many years. I haven't been able to even vacation anywhere. I haven't been able to go anywhere. And it's like, I don't know, they treat you like one-on-one. So that's why even more so, I was trying to do that whole thing to try to go with the whole porn thing. Because because I was trying to like pass off like her, because I thought, hey, maybe that way they would treat me better and it wouldn't be so kind of little racial. Maybe they make me so racial and like treat me, you know, like a little bit fair, you know. Instead, well, hey, it worked. It may not work in the right way, but they don't see me as that kind of thing. They see me as that kind of thing instead. But I mean, the point is that how it's not that easy for some people, especially when you have a typewriter that sounds like something, you know, click, 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 click. It doesn't sound that right, and I hear that, I heard that, and then you're living alone for how long, and you don't really talk to anyone, you don't really socialize much. Even when I worked in those workplaces, I just worked and then I was gone. I would never hang out with anyone. I would never go out with anyone after. I was just gone, come out, yeah. And if I have to go take a ride to go to the work, that's it. I'm gone. I'm coming back. Done. Because all of that makes me seem more suspicious, I suppose. I'm sorry, that's not my point. My point is that how to this person, he's a complete idiot. Okay, really, I know I'm just going in circles, but you're a complete idiot to think that I would do that to you, and for him to think I hate both of you. I hate all of you. I'm sorry, I like all of you, I care for all of you, and I know what you think, but if I had to derail everything, I have my reasons for derailing everything. And you, ass. He's an ass too. All a bunch of asses, and you know, whatever is whatever. And I know that one of you, I don't know who it is, wants me to look like, I was told, let me just get to it. I was told by somebody who was a friend, who told me how this woman and her children wanted me to look like the worst thing possible. And what's worse is there really is something that I do look like, and I look like the worst thing. No, actually, that doesn't even seem like the worst thing. You know what she actually suggested, and her kids, and especially her suggestion, from what I understand, is that how they want to see that I'm the type of person who goes after everyone's man to go and take them away from their relationship with a woman. If they are involved, yeah, I would go after the guy. If I look like whatever, and I try to make myself look like a hooker, they don't care about that. They care about, they think that how if somebody is involved with somebody else, that I would go to break it up, or I would go to get into the whole what and what kind of thing with them. But that was the point. That was the whole point, to show that I'm like a wolf in sheep's clothing or some kind of thing like that. Because they wouldn't care if I try to make myself look a hooker. Believe me, that's not what they care about. If that's the whole purpose of the whole making it seem that, you know, like putting people in relationships and putting them in like what and what kind of thing, and like suggesting, would you go talk to that person? What would you talk in, you know? And that's why a lot of people will be staying away, because that's what they hear, that's what they were told, and that's what, believe me, I was already warned by somebody that how that's what they think. And that's what she was set out to do, because of one reason. And here's the one reason: it's because I rejected her son, and because I rejected her son, that's why she went out of her way to do that against me. I don't care if you think that I look like a what and what, and you think I'm really bad and all that kind of thing. Cool, that's awesome. It just means that how I would pass really well for a really ultra super hooker. I'm sorry, I know what I did in the sales places. I'm sorry, and I know I did the videos, and I'm sorry, and I know I did other things too. I'm sorry. But the point is that how that's actually her problem. Her problem is that how I'll add this to. See, she was in a marriage, and somebody who was related to me broke up the marriage. It was, forget what and what in her life, but he broke up the marriage for her. And so they conclude that if he's a family member to me, then I'd do the same thing too, like break up somebody's relationship or their marriage for the person. And that's why what and what is happening. I have real issues, because I'm like a Muslim, and I have real issues. I can't afford to worry about you and your petty little problems about who's in a relationship and who's in a marriage. I'm happy for whoever's in a relationship and whoever's in a marriage and whoever has their children and all. I'm happy for you and all of that kind of thing. But I got other problems. I mean, I have to figure out how to get these people to understand what real problems are. Like, stop stereotyping all Muslim people because you're being jackasses. I can make another video about that. I'm sorry, I have to collect my thoughts and figure out what I really want to say. Besides, you people really, you know why people end up converting to different religions, like, and they were Muslim? It's because of that. You know why people like me even try to pass off like one-on-one so we can be treated like equals? It's because you treat us like that. You treat us like we're nothing. You treat us like we're trash. You treat us like you don't have any respect for that religion. And even if you could, that's the whole point about it. And even if, that's why I always say that how the three religions, they always be crashing on one another. They don't know how not to fight with one another. They're always fighting one another. And whoever else, and there are smaller religions, always fighting too. But they wish they could be part of the bigger ones. But those, it's always because you can go through this one, and whatever else, and you'll always find they always. And you know what's worse? These three religions are all connected, and they actually still want to destroy one another, right? When everybody should be actually trying to float along. And that's just religion. Whoever not into religion, that's your own thing. You don't have to be into religion. Because I was born a Muslim. I can't even follow anything because I don't even know what the hell I really am, because my family is full of everything. I mean, from this corner is that, this corner is that, this corner is... What the hell am I really? I don't know. So God, I don't want to even try. And I'm sure there's a lot of people out there who try to figure out what they really are too. If I don't know about myself, how can I tell you about yourself? And I was gonna say too, let me see. Thinking, I don't know. But that's part of the reason that everything is how it is. Stereotyping causes a lot of issues. I was told that if I married someone and got a Hindu name, I'd have an easier life. I was told a lot of different things, how lots of things, because I've already been living for how many years as a Muslim? I've been born as a Muslim. I've tried to get respect as a Muslim. That didn't really work out. I tried to pass, like, that, you know, people would find it very hard to believe I'm a Muslim because I don't wear the clothing, and I've never worn the clothing. And I was a little girl growing up where nobody knew what religion they were. By name, it's Muslim. They don't know what religion they are. And then when they mixed up with Hindus, Christians, they mixed up with everything in my family. I mean, my family is mixed up with everything. I don't know why there would be a problem in my family when they mixed up with everything. You name it. You name race, color, religion, you name. That's a family that you should be wondering, hey, no wonder she supports freedom of everything, because you know why? It's freedom of everything really in my family. It's freedom of love in every single way. It's freedom of religion in every single way. It's freedom of race and all that kind of thing in every single way. It's freedom of everything, damn it. That's why, what am I saying?